Happy Monday, happy fun day, and we are back for all our Raven fans with Fashion Unscripted after the week off because I was on vacation. And thanks so much for everyone who reached out, who was curious where we are, if we are coming, what's going on. It shows that our conversations matter, and that what is really warming our hearts. So we are so happy to be with you today again. Hello. And Dina is also, even though she has the allergy, she missed these, meetings we have, right? These dates we have with you guys, with ourselves. So we are back. And if this is the first time you're tuning in, welcome to the world of Fashion Unscripted. And where we are talking about intimacy, love, the relationship, everything in between, anything that you might not be comfortable asking someone or even share with your partner. We are here to peel on all the onion layers without any shame, with fun, with just, like let's get educated more because this is something that we all would love to know more, right? So this way we can navigate this love and intimacy better in our life. So my name is Irina Portnova. I'm all about how do you manifest, how do you bring into the reality the partner that you desire, that love that you might be craving for, even if you're in the relationship and if you're not receiving it. I'm the person to go to, and I'm here with my amazing Dina Alexander. Dina.
Hi, everybody. If this is the first time, you need to know that I am a sex coach.
Yes, I love that. This is so cool.
And it's needed. It's needed every day when I hear someone when a client comes in, a prospect. Let's name it like that. And I hear what they are going through, and I hear that there is no coach needed. I become very sad, because it is a foundation of everything. That's why I do marry sex with spirituality, because we need to create using the human side of us. So if this is if what I just said connected with you, I need you to connect with me. Oh, it
Mhm.
rhymes.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so let's start conversation. But before we dive in, Dina, like all these gems drop in, like in my awareness right before we go live. So what I was thinking about is just like our society actually prepares us how to have the jobs and how to work hard, but our society does not prepare us for the relationship and relationship. And that's why a lot of people are kind of discombobulated because they do not know how to navigate the emotional world, and this is something that we are coming to teach you. Because I was thinking, before anybody have that, like they have the marriage certificate, what about having the relationship certificate? Sort of like, hello, I got certified, so I understand the basics, so I'm ready to explore and come into the relationship. Rather than for people, a lot of people are struggling, a lot of people are struggling,
Yes.
and the only way to, like, maybe somebody says I'm fine, but you know what, fine doesn't mean amazing, right? And there is always another level, right? Like we that's why we have these deep conversations, because I was just coming with this analogy, like when we work on our relationships constantly, consciously creating something, right? When we work on them, we do not have to fall into these traps at some point, because let's face it, a lot of people are running for help only when everything falls apart. But what if we can just, like on a daily basis, discover more about each other, learning more, actually connecting with each other more? Because it's the same, like if we take care of our teeth on a daily basis, when we go to the dentist, there is little work to be done. But imagine if we did the same in relationships, right? So that's why I feel this topic is so near and dear to our heart, because creating connection, it's not about just doing some, like big things, for the birthdays or for the anniversaries or for any celebration. It's actually how we show up for each other every single day, right? Through the little choices that we are actually doing, because real intimacy happens through ordinary things. It could be through the way we greet each other after a long day, or the way we listen without interrupting, or how we are just hugging each other, text something like, is everything okay? I'm thinking about you. So that's exactly what keeps that connection going, and how can we make it better? And let's just start this conversation, Dina.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Al is with us. Al, welcome. It's great to see you.
Yeah. Welcome, Elle. I just missed you. 1 week we took vacation and I missed you already.
Yeah, so true, so true. Yeah.
So let's start. So Elle is here. Let me ask Al and all the audience that is listening to us. When was the last time you felt deeply loved? Hmm. Was it because someone bought you an expensive gift? Planned a perfect vacation? Or was it something much smaller? Maybe they reached for your hand without thinking. Maybe they looked up from their phone when you start talking. Maybe they
Mhm.
remembered something you mentioned weeks ago. Maybe they hugged you a little longer. Here is something I've learned after years of coaching couples. Deep connection isn't built on one unforgettable moment. It is built on hundreds of ordinary moments, tiny choices, repeated over and over again, because extraordinary relationships are not created by extraordinary events. They are built by ordinary people making extraordinary choices every single day. And today, I love this topic. That's why I think I'm so passionate talking about it. We are talking about these choices. Okay, and Elle is excited also. No, it's Teresa. I thought it was Elle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, Teresa. It's great to see you. She's celebrating a moment of hitting 200 plus subscribers on her YouTube channel. Yeah, celebrating
oh,
with you.
wow.
Awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Congratulations.
Celebrating with you. Mhm.
So, you're joining us. If you're joining us, Teresa, uh, let's be honest. Hollywood has done us a little dirty trick. We've been taught that love is built on the grand proposal, a surprise trip, a perfect anniversary, the dramatic declaration. And yes, those moments are beautiful, but they are not what sustains a relationship. The real relationship happens on Tuesday morning when someone asks, "How did you sleep?" The real relationship happens after work when you're tired and you still choose to look at each other instead of your phone. Love isn't created during the highlights. Love is created in the everyday thoughts and words and movements.
Mhm.
So let's see what Teresa is saying. My love and I did just that with when we got married in 2022. Yes, Teresa. And I do give you thank you for joining us, because you are telling me that love is work. Uh, um, Irina uses another word, but
Yeah,
I do.
I say that the love is art and the
Yes,
love is play.
yes,
So I love to look at it this way, because it's like, let's go on the adventure of discovery, right? So I don't want to make it more labor driven. I want to make it more curiosity and fun driven.
perfect. However, I do get those those couples that they already are in the wreck, in the and it it needs work. They need to start working, and it's not
Mhm.
playful if you don't want to be in that relationship anymore. So that's why I do decide to call it work, because for some of them, they want to keep their marriage, and then you have to work towards that. Al said something: always touched to receive such connection, compliment or gift or hug. Yes,
Mhm.
yes, that's
Yep.
beautiful. And Teresa said, it truly can be hard. I get all too much these days. Sometimes it's hard, but in the same breath, you choose to continue, and it's a choice.
And it takes two, as I always say, it takes two. It's
Yeah,
not a solo thing. So
yes,
when two people are choosing each other, it doesn't matter how hard it is, you always find a way.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to get a little bit sassy today. So let's get a little bit sassy.
Laugh.
You can
Let's
buy
do that.
flowers. If you're listening to me, you can buy flowers, you can buy jewelry, you weekends get away. But if your partner doesn't feel your presence, none of it lands the same. Presence
Mm-hmm.
says, I'm here, I'm listening. I'm going to share something with you. I have a couple that they want to work towards change. It's a toxic couple. And the most toxic part is the words, the disrespect towards each other. And
Mm-hmm.
they do love each other. However, when it gets very stressful, it gets toxic. So they went through to my program, and I told him I need more time, because we're reaching the end. I need a couple of more months. And she said to me, look, I want to go on vacation, we want to go on vacation. And yeah, the money is tight, so I rather not do it. I told her, look, you came to me, there is change, but if you go on vacation and you don't continue with consistency, you will get back
Mm-hmm.
when the same way when you started, or even worse.
Yeah, totally. People kind of forget that consistency is something that keeps the improvement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they she changed her mind. So even though they are going to a vacation, but they will keep the work that we were working. They'll keep me. Let
Mm-hmm.
me say that. So what I was saying, um, if you go on vacation and your partner doesn't feel your presence, none of whatever should happen on that vacation will land the same.
Mm-hmm.
Presence says, I'm here, I'm listening. You matter more than what's happening on my screen. Do you know what one of the biggest complaints I hear from couples is? I don't feel seen anymore. I don't feel loved. I'm unseen. There is a difference. Sometimes your partner doesn't need advice. They don't need solutions. They need your full attention, because attention is one of the purest form of love. You wanted to say something?
I'm all about attention because I'm Leo. I have to be, attended to every single time. So for me, it's super, super important, right? Hey,
Yeah.
Zaina, great to see you. Yes. So exactly, we are building these, and it's super, super crucial. Like we were saying, that we have to understand ourselves, because if we do not first understand what is valuable for us, what is something that puts our heart to sing, what is something that we would love to experience, how would our partner know, right? Of course, there are partners who are naturally more in tune, but majority of the time, it doesn't matter how people are in tune. It's still, like the process of adaptation, right? The process of understanding what we are all about. And it's all about, like I said, staying curious, because curiosity brings that care factor. that means that you matter to the person, because person is looking for the ways how they can express themselves, how they can actually make your life better, because that's what the relationships are all about, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So Teresa said something also. My dragon mother's heart sings so vibrantly when I compose and write my music. Yes, that's
Mm,
beautiful. That's art. And that is life. And that brings magic. Beautiful,
yes.
Teresa.
Yeah.
Um, so I want to bring something on the table today. I want to talk about curiosity. Did you know that curiosity keeps love alive?
So true.
And here, sorry,
So true.
and here's a dangerous sentence in a relationship. I already know my partner. Really?
Mm,
Really? Because people evolve, and this is not the first time we are talking about this. But
totally.
it's essential in almost every topic that we had since since we started.
Mhm.
People evolve every single day. Your partner today isn't exactly the same person they were last year or even last month. Yet many couples stop asking questions. They stop wondering, they stop discovering each other.
You know
Instead,
what?
tell me.
I wanted to add some evolve and some degrade, because sometimes partners were amazing at the initial stage, and then they stopped putting the effort in, and they expected. So evolution is actually for people who are seekers, and for somebody who is just, like excuse maker, they are not really evolving. They're actually like, at some point you see that that person, that they we met, is not the same person that they are now, not in a better way, but in a way that, they just feel like, okay, I want the partnership, right? So it's like, I feel there is always two sides of everything, right? So some evolve, right, and some like just stay where they are. They are not evolving, and that's when the gap is also start being noticing, because if one person is all about curiosity, is all about adventure, is all about let's grow together, right, and another
Yes.
person is like, I'm fine where I am. And sometimes this is like the, like the comfort actually is very dangerous, because once the partner feel like, okay, I want her or him, because we are in, let's say, in the marriage, so like I've got them. Mm-mm. You could never know, because if you are not going to grow together, you're gonna grow apart.
Amen. Yes. Yes. And let's give tips, okay? Instead of asking, how was your day? You should try asking, what has been inspiring you lately? What is something you're carrying that I may not know about?
Mhm.
What's one dream that you've been thinking about recently? Because dreams also change. Curiosity says, I still want to know you. And that's incredibly attractive. So I'll say it said something. Saying I know your partner is having ego, then it will lead to the downfall. Yes, yes, because your partner is not the same person at a couple of years ago, and and what Irina just said, if that person was stayed stagnant,
Mhm.
it's worse than a couple of years ago. It won't stay the
Totally.
same. It won't stay the same person.
Yeah.
Okay, then we you should always choose for evolving for the
Mhm.
positive side. Okay,
Mhm.
you want us to read what Teresa said?
Yeah, Teresa says comfort and confidence along with trust are such great integral parts of relationships, especially for myself and my love as dragons together. Yeah, and again, it's just like everybody has different relationship. There is no one formula that would work for everybody. But as long as we constantly questioning and asking, how do I feel around that person, right? Because that feeling is going to give you the clue. Is it something that you want to bring on the table, right? Because the moment we start closing our eyes and saying, I am okay, I am just, like making up stories, that is the time when we are actually not allowing ourselves to express to the fullest. And when we shove those feelings down, sooner or later, it's gonna burst and it's not gonna be that pretty.
Yes.
Mm.
You know, you did you know that appreciation is emotional oxygen?
So cool. I love that. Yeah.
And I want to tell you something. People don't get tired of being appreciated, you know that? They get
Mm-hmm.
tired they get tired of feeling invisible. They
Mm-hmm.
get tired of feeling that they are just a part of the whatever is in the home.
The
Many
furniture,
couples,
the furniture, they become the furniture.
for example, yes, for example,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
many couples assume they already know. I appreciate them. They already know that you appreciate you, but by telling them, um,
Totally.
maybe not, but by hearing it matters. They need to hear it instead
Mm.
of only noticing what's missing. Start noticing what's beautiful. Tell your
That's
partner, I love you, and I love how you handled that, whatever he or she did. Thank
mm-hmm.
thank you for thinking of me. Thank you is very beautiful energy. I noticed your effort. You looked beautiful today. You make me feel safe. Those are the words that energizes people. Appreciation is free, yet it has one of the highest emotional returns in any relationship. But we are
I
not
love that.
encouraging that. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I hope the ones that are listening to us today will fill the caption with a lot of whatever they did with their partner. They appreciated their partner, the words that they used. Please fill the caption below, and we'll give responses. You
You
want to
know
say?
what?
Mhm.
Yeah, what comes to my mind is appreciation is just, like it's easy to give, and not everybody knows how to do it, and not everybody knows how to receive it. But it's such a great motivator because once we acknowledge the person, like it feels so good. Like I love to do things for people, but if they are not in gratitude, I'm like, you are welcome. I'm like, making sure that I receive my portion of, gratitude, because exactly, it's just like, everybody is different, and it's okay to acknowledge everybody on their path. But again, we are all here teachers and students for each other, so I'm always open to learn from others, and I can keep teaching others what I know.
Yes. Yes. You
So
know?
Teresa says that she loved glowing with her partner. Beautiful. Yes, beautiful. We are excited for you and your partner.
Yes. I'm excited because that is so not normal today. It's like there is always war in between partners, this power struggle.
Mhm.
Instead of taking responsibility. For
Yep.
example, it has nothing to do with the topic, but I have a client which she feels very lonely and unappreciated. But she has a very good guy. He uses another kind of language, love language, and and I told her, look, this happens step by step while he is doing his best to talk your language. uh, Fill that void for yourself. That can be done. And while
Mhm.
if he isn't working on that, that's different. But
Right.
we need to be compassionate with each other, and
Mhm.
we need to reach towards each other. um, One of the smallest choices can have the biggest impact. And I love what Elle say. It says, gratitude and appreciation always bring a closely knit connection together. Yes, Elle.
Mhm.
Gratitude is a very high vibration. Okay? So I was telling you guys, one of the smallest choices can have the biggest impact. Choose to reach towards your partner instead of pulling away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that looks like. Okay, let me give an example. Instead of shutting down,
Yep.
speak up.
Totally.
Instead of assuming, ask.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of walking away angry, you come back to the conversation. Instead of waiting for them, you initiate. Connection grows when someone is willing to move toward the relationship, not away from it. Remember, distance rarely appears overnight. It grows through repeated moments of emotional withdrawal. So
So
does
true.
intimacy. So does intimacy. It grows through repeated moments of emotional approach. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and time flies. You want to say something, Irina?
Yeah, I wanted to say that my invitation would be, like, be courageous, because a lot of times people don't want to speak up because they are afraid that they are going to shake something. And, like, don't be afraid, because if the person loves you, they will do something about it. And if they are not willing to do the work, then my question is, are you sure you're with the right partner? Because we don't want to settle. We want to experience that feeling with every cell of our body, because each one of us can, as long as we give ourselves permission. Yes, there will be the time when, once we choose ourselves, we might be alone, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be forever. Because again, if we are standing in our power, if we are standing in our standards, we are going to attract the partner that we truly desire.
Amen. Yes. Yes. I think this is a beautiful topic. Maybe we should do it a sequel.
Talk about it next time.
Yes. What do you think?
Yeah, I love that. Al, what do you feel? Because again, it's a lot of times, whatever it is, the change is always difficult until you make it, right? And whether this is relationship wise, whether this is job wise, business wise, whatever, we are constantly making the choices. And the more we learn in this lifetime to make the choices, to trust our decision, the more we experience the life to the fullest. And that's exactly what the beauty of life is, right? We are not here just to stay comfortable and be afraid to change something. Because again, the ones that the changers are the ones who experience the full, beauty of life, love
Yeah.
life, and like any other life, right? Elsa's part two to be continued. Yeah. So we
Yes.
are going to be focusing more on, like, how do we actually stay in our power and not be afraid to express ourselves, to the point that we know that sometimes maybe expressing ourselves can get us, can actually bring people apart. But then again, if we are afraid to speak up because we think that that person is going to, like, break up with us, then think twice, like, are we with the right person?
Yes. Yes. Totally with you. And this was my topic of my email blast. Being
Mhm,
afraid to take decisions because you think that they will leave you. That
mhm.
is happening a lot.
Yeah. And you know what? I just wanted to close with saying that sooner or later that person would leave, whether we are afraid or whether we are not arguing and anything. If something has to happen, it will happen. But I'd rather choose to happen on my terms, where I express my standards, where I say what I would desire from the partner. And if that partner can't do it, then he step aside, because then the other person is coming who is going to deliver exactly what I want.
Amen. As simple as that.
Yep. Totally. Yeah. Oh my God. Such a great episode. And Al, thank you so much, Teresa. And, thanks for stopping by, Zaina. And for anybody who is going to be watching in the replay, know that we love you, know that we care about you. That's why we have these conversations, because we also have been experiencing these kind of situations, because again, nobody was walking in this life without pain or without like really falling down. But it's okay, that's the whole point, right? We learn our lessons and we become better, and that's the
Correct.
whole point of life.
Yes, that's the whole point.
Beautiful. So reach out to us if you have any questions, if you want any topics to for us to cover, and also if you are interested in some consults, definitely reach out to us. And till then, we'll see you next Monday. Happy Monday, happy fun day. Bye everyone. Bye. Bye y'all. Bye.